Good morning. Happy Saturday, Tribey Tribe and TikTok peeps. So, we're still talking about the healing journey, the process, referring back to the video that I made before when I said I couldn't hang around people that were not healing actively. And you won't know this until you hang out with them and you talk to them and you get to know them, and you can spot if they are on a journey of bettering themselves. Because I know, like, some of the lingo I use, some people don't resonate with it. I guess it depends on what platform I'm using. If it's my YouTube platform, it's all like the spiritual lingo talk. But if it's like other platforms, they kind of just reference it a little bit differently. But for the most part, most of the people that I bring into my life, they're on some sort of a journey to better themselves in some way. And if you're not in my life anymore, it's because I cut you out of my life, because you are not on a journey to better yourself. And I won't know to cut you out until, so as I was saying before my phone rang, I won't know to cut certain people out until I get to know them, to see what their energy really is like. Because a lot of times when we make friends with people, they don't show us the real them because they want to be liked. Most people want to be liked, so they're always masking, right? They want to impress you. They want to gauge you to see what you like so that they can be what you like, so that you like them. And if you are an energy sensitive person, you might spot that right away. Sometimes though, when you get caught up in really liking someone, now I'm going to shift gears a little bit and move from making friends to getting to know the opposite sex for a relationship to get together. Sometimes, and I don't know why, maybe it's just me, maybe there's other energy sensitives out there that can chime in, but when I like someone, I don't see, like, I fail to see certain aspects of them. Like, my blinders are on. However, I'm now aware of this. So because I'm aware of it, I'm a little more extra sensitive, and I try to see around the blinders. Like, if you're like too good to be true kind of thing, like, what's the angle here? And then, like, I shift to try to see, like, where are you telling me a lie? Like, where are you not being real right now? And in the past, I've had the hardest time, like, seeing that in people. But I had a medium talk to me about a year ago, telling me that because we're gifted doesn't mean that we have the right to interfere and read people, which I know that, right? But she also said it's a part of our journey, and that's how we grow in love. Is we have to be broken. Unfortunately, we have to be broken and hurt and disappointed and all that jazz, right? For us to grow in love, and then we radiate that light so that we can teach through our own experiences, which I hate, by the way. I hate it. But like, so many people will be like, okay, well, Gabby, if that, you know this, how come you like, for instance, I'll use my marriage. I was married for 18 years, and why didn't I see it in my marriage? I did. Looking back now, where I'm at now today, looking back, I did see it. I ignored it because I didn't know what I was picking up on. I didn't know what the little pings. We get little pings. I don't know if everybody gets little pings. We're all empaths. We're all intuitive. We're all, sensitives, right? It's just some of us are more in tune with our gift than other people, because we were literally made by God, source, creator, a higher power. Okay, we are fractals of source radiating through us. We have a soul living in this avatar. So anyways, why wouldn't you be energy sensitive, right? All right. So now sitting here thinking about before, I was getting pinged all the time. I just didn't know I was getting pinged. My awareness was being brought. And then I did certain things in my marriage because of where I was in my marriage. Now I understand why I was that person at that time in that moment. So what brought me and my husband, ex-husband together was something that you call a trauma bond. Okay? And we were our trauma. We were the young person that left home when they were 15, got their ass whooped. Like, who didn't get their ass whooped by their parents as a Gen X, right? But my dad was extra, okay? I tell you, he was extra, all right? He had a horse crop. He had 2 different belts, the fat one, the skinny one. Depending on what you did, you got the fat one or the skinny one because the skinny one hurt more. Yeah. Okay. The drugs, the alcohol, my parents using that. I never did drugs, but like drinking and going out and hanging out and partying, having kids at a young age, being in rough relationships, getting cheated on, getting my ass whooped in a relationship, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of poor choices, a lot of mistakes, a lot of growth, right? And we also had music. A lot of you may not know this, but I started off in music when I was 18. I was a co-host on a radio station in Rochester, New York, 88.5. And I also worked with a little marketing, I don't know if I can call it a company, a little marketing group of people that used to bring down artists like Coro and Willie Valentine and Suave and, some other artists throughout the years, like promoting clubs and stuff. So we had music in common. And that's how we met, is through music, because the company, air quoting, that I was with brought them down to Rochester. So we bonded. We had this trauma bond, and we were all about the fucking bond. Like, that's all we ever talked about was our fucking traumas. And we could never rise above. Well, through my journey of learning to love myself, getting to know myself, to elevate, to level up, I learned not to be my trauma, because I'm not that woman that used to get abused by her fiance, that used to get cheated on by her fiance. I'm not the young mom that made poor choices, that moved around everywhere. I'm not her. I did those things. Those things happened, but I learned not to live my trauma, right? And I started to put myself through evolution, right? And then a couple years ago, maybe about 5 years ago or 4 years ago now, I stumbled across Nikki Scorpio, and he's an emotional intelligence life coach. And I took some of his courses, listened to a bunch of his classes, and things just started to change for me. And my blinders, like, bloop, they just fell off. And I started to see things clearly, and I was like, oh my God. And I started to level up, and then me and my husband just didn't have this connection anymore. We were not our trauma bond. We didn't have that trauma bond. We were not our trauma. I was something else. Not saying that I leveled up and I'm better than him or better than anybody. I just leveled up in life. There's more to me. And I started to heal versions of myself that were wounded, abandoned, toxic. And here I am today. And life is, I like it. That wasn't convincing, was it? I like it. It's emotional. I like where I'm at. It's just, it's a place I've never been before. But in this place, I'm attracting, because I'm healing my heart, I'm attracting people that are also healing their heart. And it's a little bit of a journey, because it's a struggle. It's a struggle to trust in a way, because I don't want to fall back into old patterns, because within this year of being separated and going through this divorce, I have attracted a lot of people in my life that broke me, like broke me, and lost a lot of fucking friendships. But I guess it was supposed to be that way to get me to where I'm at now. Happy Saturday. I love you.